All right, joining us live from Ukraine now is Jyoti Hare, who has been reporting for NDTV from Kiev. Jyoti, give us a sense of how Kiev is right now. We were talking about how Russian troops are literally on the gates on the borders of Kiev. But have things been calm this morning? What's the latest?
Hi, good morning. So, just about 35 minutes ago, I heard gunfire just towards the west of me. It sounded very, very close. And just to give you an idea of where I am, it's an area called Besarabskaya Square, which is about 1 kilometer from Independence Square and just west of the Dnieper River, 1 kilometer west of the Dnieper River. So west from there is where I heard the sounds of gunfire about 35 minutes ago. And it's been a rough night. It's been the sound of gunfire through the night, explosions. There was a lull between 4 a.m. and about 5:30 a.m. There was quiet. And then I heard the gunfire coming from down this street. It literally felt like it was coming from down the street. Residents were told to go into bomb shelters last night and stay there. And that's been the last that we've heard from the government here. So there's nobody on the street. There's a single cat actually walking across the road. Yesterday at this time when I spoke to you, there were vehicles actually on the road driving. I think there's one now. I'm not sure what it is. There's not just regular citizens out and about at this time. There's real fear in the city right now.
Right. Jyoti, give us a sense of, earlier you were talking about how supermarkets are sort of running out of supplies. Is anything open at this point? Could someone, for instance, even be able to step into a supermarket if they needed essentials? Are mostly citizens of Kiev now in various bomb shelters as this sort of fall of Kiev appears to be imminent now? Just give us a sense of where people are. Are they still in their homes? Have any structures on the boundaries of Kiev been bombed? What's the sense that you're getting?
Most people are in bomb shelters. So if they've got, a basement, they're there, or they are in the metro stations that have been turned into bomb shelters all over the city. The Soviet era bomb shelters that are existing in the city, a lot of them have been turned into turned into other uses like restaurants and things like that. So that's why those ones aren't being used, and people are using the ones using the metro as a bomb shelter. And in terms of food and water, what we're seeing is most major supermarkets are closed. There was just one, and I was all over the city yesterday, and I saw one big one that was open until about 6:30, not a whole lot of stock there. There were a couple of tiny supermarkets, but let's say in the evening after about 6 o'clock, if you need water, it's going to be very hard for you to find water. So, what we saw yesterday were people coming out of the bomb shelters at about 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, looking for whatever small market they could find, if they could get some water or whatever they needed, and then head back in. This morning, I'm not sure if we're going to see people coming out anytime soon, since the last messaging from the government was to get into the bomb shelters and stay there. And about a few minutes after I heard that gunfire coming from the west of me, there was the air raid siren, again, warning people to stay where they are, stay underground, stay protected. So in terms of supplies, there are some small markets with some supplies, that I saw yesterday, but in terms of large supermarkets, they don't have a lot of stock. No.
Right. All right.